Merry Meet YouTubers. I am Lady Grave Dancer. I'm Sunday's host here on Witches of the Moon. And this week's topic was on your spirit animals. And I'm not sure what much more I can tell you with all of us talking about it this week. Basically, your spirit animals, you can have multiple ones. You can have anywhere from like a little mouse to a giant tiger, depending on... Okay. And again, I'm no pro. This is just something that I've experienced. Let me just start that right off the bat. This is with my experience with it and just what I've learned. So maybe what we believe might not be what you believe, but this is how we roll. So, because I've had spirit animals come in and go, come and go, come and go. And it's been my experience that certain animals come into your life for certain reasons, whether it's something to help you learn or when you need something there with you while you're going through things. And usually it will bear a very similar, not appearance, but you know, like if I am in I'm in, like this year, I'm just like, I'm in a fighting mood. I'm just like determined and I'm just going to keep going and nothing's going to take me down, and I have that mentality. I'm going through the year. It's very possible that my totem animal might be a bear or a tiger, you know, something very strong like that. You know, whatever similarities the animal bears and what you're going through and what you need is usually what you're going to have at that time. It's very possible that you might have the same totem animal, spirit animal your whole life. I haven't experienced that for myself. I've had different ones. And I was just doing another video and I said I'm going to wait until I record this video because lately frogs have been everywhere. So I'm going to look up right now frogs to see if that bears any similarities to what I'm going through right now, which a lot of y'all don't know what's going on with me because I'm saving that for later. But I'm going to go ahead and look that up real quick, okay? Wow, y'all. OMG. Okay. It says that I'm going to shorten it up for you there. It's a symbol of transition and transformation. It supports times of change strongly associated with the water element. It connects to the world of emotions with feminine energies, as well as the process of cleansing, whether it's physical, emotional, or spiritual, or energetic. You have no idea how much that resonates with me right now. Insane how much that resonates with me right now. I got goosebumps. Like my hairs are sticking up on my arms right now. That is crazy. Because I've had spirit animals that some of it was, oh yeah, okay. Some of it goes with what's going on. This is completely and totally what's going on with me. So yeah, your spirit animal will typically, and you can have more than one, multiple. Now with the frog, I know of 3. So you definitely have multiple ones, but with your spirit animal, it typically will resonate with what's going on with you or your certain traits that you have. It might resonate with that. And that could be very well why some people have their animals their whole life, because their traits are similar. I am forever changing, and that is probably why I go in and out of certain animals. I have one that has been with me for quite a few years, you know, but and that's just more of a supportive animal that I'm using. It's a pug. No, a pug is not my spirit animal. But yeah, like I said, I don't know much more of what I can tell you that everybody else hasn't said, and there's not a million other videos here. But I do have to say, don't dismiss when a certain animal that, you know, like for instance the frogs, they've been popping out everywhere. And I'm not a frog person. My grandma brings me 3 frog statues. I put them out in my garden. I'm walking the property with my security guard. A humongous toad jumps out in front of me, makes me scream like a little girl. And, you know, freaks me out because I didn't know what it was. And then, you know, we try to scoot it over to the side. And, hey, pug. And then my son's frog that he has in his little thing out there, every time I'm sitting on that side of his fish tank, it's jumping at the tank where I'm at. And I'm like, okay, weird. Leave me alone. And then, I already put it back into the box. I haven't put it up. Stephanie sent me a little witch that had little frogs on it. So I was like, okay, it's time for me to look into that because, and that's just a few things that's been going on. There's been a lot of other things that, Pug today, she was hopping around like a frog. It was really weird. she was hopping around like a frog. Why were you hopping around like a frog? And she kind of looks like a frog if you think about it. But there's been a lot of different things that had me think about that. And normally I wouldn't look into a frog, you know. But when you're starting to get these signs like that, honestly, I need to look into the red bird as well, because let me go ahead and look into the red bird. Because the red bird, the red jay is what I believe is what it's called, has been popping out everywhere. Okay, well, it's not called a red jay, apparently. It's called a cardinal. And it says, find hope in the darkest days and focus in the brightest. That is very, very good. So see, again, pay attention to the animals that pop out at you everywhere. Just my advice that you wouldn't either normally look at, or it's just, you know, you're like, whoa, again? And you hardly ever see them. Just like the cardinal, I hardly ever see one, like, ever. And then the last, like, 2-3 weeks, they've been everywhere. So, you know, you got to pay attention, and it makes sense. So, yeah, if there's, you know, if it's a gecko, if it's an ant, anything that is starting to pop out at you like, whoa, I'm seeing this more, you probably should look into it to see if it resonates with you, because it can help you through darker times. It can help you to understand that things are going to be okay. It can just be there with you to give you that support, that oomph, that energy that you need, you know. If, for instance, you're going through a divorce or something, which I'm not. I'm happy where I'm at. But if you're going through a divorce or something, you might end up with, you know, a very strong animal. And that animal would be that support, and you can get that energy from that animal to get you through that time. You know, it's nice to use these animals, not use, that kind of sounds bad, to have these animals assist you through transitions, and just be there with you. You know, they're here and we love them, and I'm looking at my dogs because I love my dogs, even though they're not one of my animals. That's my familiar, that's my pet. But yeah, so I'm just gonna ramble, because there's really nothing else I can tell you to do. I just give you that advice to, you know, pay attention to your surroundings and pay attention to animals that pop out at you. If you're looking for your animal, I think a lot of people have mentioned this already, but meditation is a good way, and just focus on it, and you'll probably see it. Honestly, if you just get that mentality that you really want to see, you know, your spirit animal, and you need help, you need guidance, or you just want to know what it is right now, if you make that strong enough and light a candle with the intent of it, I have no doubt that you'll end up seeing it. And just don't dismiss certain animals. If you know, if you're going down the road and you happen to see a dog and it makes you take a triple look, go look up and see what the dog represents, because that's probably going to be one of them. It's not that difficult to find. At least it's not for me. So yeah, if you have any questions, leave them down in the description box. I know I wasn't very helpful, but there's just really not a lot that you can say that nobody else has said. There's a whole week full of videos with awesomeness in it. Charming Pixie Flora, she has an awesome video on it too, and I'm sure a lot of other people do too. But anyways, yeah, I am going to get off here now, because guess what? Walking Dead's about to start, and I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see y'all next week. And thank you. Blessed be. Bye. Love you. Bye.